MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Yankees.
Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, I know this club loves what Evan Gattis brings to its offense. He's got great power. I love watching a guy who can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
Batting third, first baseman John Wiggins.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
Line drive to center field. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Digging in for his second at-bat, John Wiggins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 64.
In there, and it's 0-1. To right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go. Way out of here. That got up into the third deck. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Digging in and looking for more, John Wiggins comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Fowler ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, still tied 1 apiece. Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Valbuena.
On the ground up the middle. Castro has it to second for one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready once again, John Wiggins.
First baseman, John Wiggins.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, as the Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there. Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The New York Yankees just about ready for baseball on MLB Network as you get a look at beautiful Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. It's the second game of this ALCS between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next. Luis Severino is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, we're watching a guy who's the reigning champion of the Cy Young in the American League last year. He's the American League Cy Young Award winner. That speaks volumes to his stuff and how he gets himself ready for games. He's always prepared.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, they better...
Batting third, first baseman, John Wiggins.
First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And it's gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His third home run of this series. And the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, John Wiggins.
John Wiggins.
From the belt, kicks and deals. In there at the letters 0-1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tucker sprinting after it. And that retires the side. 1 left for the Yankees. We're through 3, tied 2 apiece. Striding in once again, Jason Castro. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they score 4 times on just 3 base hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Astros lead it 6-2. Digging in once again, John Wiggins. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And that one right down Main Street.
This is amazing. I've never seen anything like this. You realize how many strikes he's throwing? The first pitch to every hitter in the game, every hitter has been
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion, while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire.
Digging in and looking for more, John Wiggins. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball. Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
7-5 tonight's final. The Houston MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Lance McCullers gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's one of these guys that's going to battle. He sticks around the game long enough where you pick up a win like he did last outing. Only giving up one run, but he stayed in the game and he got the W. Maybe we'll see that type of performance.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What's this lineup have to do tonight in order to get a W here on the road, HR?
Batting third, first baseman John Wiggins.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Marisnick going back. It's up and out of here into the archways. So a solo shot here to left center field. His fourth long ball of this series as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Here's George Springer.
Batting third, right fielder George Springer.
From the stretch. On the move now is Fowler to short. Correia fields it cleanly. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Here's Luis Valbuena now.
Batting sixth, third baseman.
Nobody out, runner on first.
Luis Valbuena.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. There to play it is Castro, and he's got it for the first out. Striding in once again,
Up next
John
for the Yankees.
Wiggins.
First baseman John Wiggins.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Fowler to the track. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Digging in and looking for more, John Wiggins. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Wow, talk about a man rising to the occasion. If this team rolls through the playoffs, I think he just made a convincing case for the MVP. Sure, it's only 1 game, but that's it.
John Wiggins will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So the
left fielder, number 2, Denard Span.
ground ball right side. Castro's got it.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Yanks MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Colin Mchugh is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Harold, what do you got?
Well, this guy's favorite pitch and primary pitch is the cutter. Picked it up a while back, and he has used it repeatedly and had great success with it. He'll use it in a jam, and he'll use it even when he's
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What's this lineup have to do tonight in order to get a W here on the road, HR?
Batting third, first baseman, John Wiggins.
And that one right down Main Street.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! So a two-run shot to left center, his 7th of this series, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, John Wiggins. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players.
Preston Tucker digs in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Preston Tucker.
0-2. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Correia gloves it. Here's Castro for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. John Wiggins will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Fowler is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice. Digging in and looking for more, Luis Valbuena, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He pulls this one into right, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Well, you scrap it.
Digging in once again, Preston Tucker. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready once again, Logan Forsythe. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's a high pop-up. Wiggins is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now, John Wiggins. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are, and this guy's a good hitter, buddy.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Fowler ranging back at the track. It's up and out of here into the archways. 2-run shot to straightaway center, his 2nd of the game, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there. It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And tonight's one-run game comes to MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see it.
Batting third, first baseman John Wiggins.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact.
Digging in to try it again, John Wiggins.
John Wiggins.
Here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Fowler has a read on it. And that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Here's Dexter Fowler now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder Dexter Fowler.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Here's Carlos Correia now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Shortstop.
2 runs on 2 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second. Ready for another chance? Dexter Fowler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. 0-1. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Wiggins is there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So with 2 gone now, here's a look at our playoff brackets. And as you see there, it's all over in the National League as the San Francisco Giants are already through as they'll take on the winner in this matchup for the World Series title. Ready for another shot now. John Wiggins. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Wiggins.
Into the windup and the pitch. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone all the way into the upper deck. A solo shot down the line in right. Unbelievably, his 9th of this series. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by show track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers. John Wiggins will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. A high fastball is in there. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last two pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Here it comes, 0-2. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Correia is on his way home. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's 5-2.
Well, that's a big base hit right there.
So striding in, Evan Gattis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Evan Gattis.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line gets dirty and gloves it. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Now, how do they go about staying alive in this one, Harold?
Batting third, first baseman John Wiggins.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
High in the air out to center field. Fowler has a read on it. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So with 2 gone now, here's a look at our playoff brackets. And as you see there, it's all over in the National League as the San Francisco Giants are already through as they'll take on the winner in this matchup for the World Series title. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in.
Batting ninth, catcher Jason Castro.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. Ready for another chance. John Wiggins. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Wiggins.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot to right center. Remarkably, his 10th home run of the series. And with it, the Yankees have tied this one at 3. I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Showtrack, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength. Digging in and looking for more, John Wiggins. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. This is pulled into right. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Striding in once again, John Wiggins. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd of the game, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Well, I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Showtrack, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Well, congratulations to them, as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
And this man right here certainly did his part here this evening.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.